Across every corner of the world, people live in different ways. Some cannot see light. Some cannot hear sound. Some cannot walk. Others require lifelong support and care. According to the World Health Organization, more than 1 billion people worldwide live with some form of disability. They are not a small minority. They are an inseparable part of humanity. Yet in many societies, disability is still misunderstood, overlooked, or even hidden. For a long time, disability has been viewed as a personal tragedy, a problem to be treated, fixed, or corrected. But today, a different question is being asked. What truly creates disability, the body or society? When a building has no ramp, when a classroom has no captions, when age of application excludes disabled people by default, the barrier is not natural. It is created. This is the core idea of the social model of disability. Disability is not a failure of the individual, but a failure of society to accommodate human diversity. In 2006, the United Nations adopted the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. For the first time in history, the global community made a clear statement. Persons with disabilities are not objects of charity. They are subjects of rights. The convention affirms that persons with disabilities have the same rights as everyone else. The right to education, the right to work, the right to participate in public life, the right to choice, expression, and respect. These rights are not optional. They are not conditional. They are fundamental human rights. Dignity does not diminish with disability, and rights should never disappear because of difference. In many countries, persons with disabilities have long been placed in special spaces, special schools, special institutions, special communities. On the surface, this appears to be protection. In reality, it often means separation. True social inclusion does not place people on the margins. It allows them to exist naturally within society. In education, inclusive schooling is transforming this reality. When children with disabilities learn alongside their peers, when teaching adapts to diverse abilities, it is not only one child's future that changes, it is society's understanding of difference itself.
Work is more than income. It is identity, contribution, and dignity. Globally, unemployment rates among persons with disabilities remain significantly higher than among non-disabled populations. The reason is rarely lack of ability. More often, it is prejudice. Evidence shows that with reasonable accommodations, flexible schedules, assistive technology, adjusted workspaces, persons with disabilities can perform effectively and often exceptionally when society excludes them. What is lost is not only opportunity, but untapped potential. Accessibility is not a privilege. It is a basic condition. Ramps are not only for wheelchair users. Captions are not only for people with hearing impairments. Clear signage, inclusive design, and accessible spaces benefit everyone. This approach is known as universal design, designing environments that work for all people. When a society designs for those most at risk of exclusion, everyone gains greater freedom.
Disability is not a marginal issue. It concerns everyone, because at some point in life, anyone can experience disability. A truly progressive society does not eliminate differences. It ensures that differences are never used as reasons for exclusion. Disability rights are not a future aspiration. They are a present responsibility. Real change begins with listening. When persons with disabilities are recognized as full members of society, when their lived experiences are respected, when policies are shaped with them, not for them, inclusion becomes reality, not rhetoric. Accessibility is not a privilege. It is a basic condition. Ramps are not only for wheelchair users. Captions are not only for people with hearing impairments. Clear signage, inclusive design, and accessible spaces benefit everyone. This approach is known as universal design, designing environments that work for all people. When a society designs for those most at risk of exclusion, everyone gains greater freedom. So regarding the right to accessibility, We need
barrier-free protection of the rights of people with disabilities. Laws and policies have already put forward requirements for barrier-free constructions in areas such as public facilities, transportation, and information. Currently, the practical achievements of barrier-free constructions are remarkable. For instance, including 35,000 seats in national reading rooms for visually impaired individuals, and a collection of 146.6 million books in libraries, and so on. Physical accessibility refers to the process of implementing technical improvements to reduce physical barriers, thereby ensuring that people with disabilities can safely use public spaces. Specify the specific technical indicators for physical facilities, such as ramps, elevators, and signs. Analyze the core physical environmental issues, such as the unevenness of sidewalk paving and the allocation of road rights, and propose adaptive road improvement strategies. The core focus of information and technology accessibility is to remove the barriers faced by people with disabilities in terms of information acquisition and technology usage, and to promote their equal access to and sharing of development benefits. Websites and apps must comply with accessibility standards. We encourage platforms in areas such as news, finance, and transportation to complete accessibility renovations, covering all scenarios such as travel, healthcare, government affairs, and home life. It effectively safeguards the basic rights and the development interests of people with disabilities. It is clearly stipulated that the service providers must remove obstacles in the service process, facilities, and information, and establish cross-departmental coordination mechanisms, such as those involving housing and urban-rural development, transportation, and industry and information technology.